Alrighty, so we have our model loaded, and I only have the basic stuff set up. So I'm going to show you how to set up the hotkeys. So you're going to go to this menu. Oh, you'll load the model, which we've already done. Double click. We're going to go to this little menu here is for your hotkeys and stuff. Actually, I haven't created any of the expressions for this model, so let's go ahead and do that. And you can do this as well. We're going to create a new expression. We're going to name this one anger. And we're going to, all of these parameters are functions that your model has. Everything, and because I can't do folders, I have this little thing that says hotkeys. Everything beneath this, the star thing that says hotkeys, these are all hotkeys, like toggles and stuff. And then everything under this arm section, these are arm-related toggles that you can also use. Everything under wing, these are wing-related toggles like this to open and close your wings. And then everything under tracking, these are our track parameters, like eye blink, eye open. If I toggle this on, now that eye won't blink, but you can use this to like force a wink if you want. Everything below tracking is going to be physics related. Anything physics based is not really going to be useful for hotkeys because it won't work. Physics is done in real time, so just ignore anything that's physics. But pretty much everything in this list you are welcome to experiment and tinker with. I encourage you to do so. For now, let's do the anger expression, which I'm going to use the iForm anger to kind of make his eyes look angry. I'm also going to do the eyebrow form. No, where's the brows? Brow. Oh, wait, the brows are under the regular tracking function because those are a tracked feature. We're going to do brow angle Y. We're going to lower the brows. We're going to do the angle so that they look mad. And we're going to use the brow form. And if you want, you can also do the mouth form. You can force him to frown, but then you kind of lose a little bit of your additional mouth tracking. So you don't have to use this if you want. That way you can, retain your ah, e, u, a, o forms. But we've created the anger expression. And so I'm not going to make you watch me create all these other expressions. I'm going to go ahead and create a bunch of expressions real quick. Okay, now that I've created a bunch of expressions in the expression editor, I'm going to show you how to set them up as hotkeys. And what you'll do is still in this menu, just add the little plus symbol. You can specify a name. We're going to go ahead and name this one anger. And I'm going to set it on control+1, so I'm just going to write what I'm setting it on to. You don't have to write that. Hotkey action, this is an expression because it uses an expression file. Motion files are animations. This is also an animation, or this is an idle animation. This is a regular animation. Remove all expressions, move model. These are all other functions you can set up within VTube Studio, but right now we're only going to do the expressions because that's all I have made right now. So we're going to do the anger expression. I'm going to set the first key to control. Other key is going to be 1. And what I also want to do is I want to stop this after 10 seconds. That way, if I turn it on and I forgot about it, it will eventually turn itself off. That way I don't have to manually remember to turn it off every time I need to. There we go. I'm also going to create a folder to put this in. Let's create a folder. This is going to be called expressions. Facial expressions, actually. Okay. And I'm going to put this in this folder called facial expressions. And we're just going to go down the list of each expression I made, and I'm going to set that up. So we're going to do the sad one. Sad control+2, and you don't have to name them this way. You don't even have to physically set keys. Since you know how to use, there's a way to integrate VTube Studio with whatever software you're using for all of your cool redeems and scripts. You don't even have to physically set a key combination. You can just have it refer to this as a function rather than having to set a key combination. But I'm going to go ahead and set a key combination just because we have the sad expression. I'm also going to put this in the facial expressions. Hotkey action set expression. We're going to do GGG. Control+3. Oops. Control+3. Stop after 10 seconds. I'm going to set that in facial expressions. And I'm just going to go down the list. I'm not going to make you watch me do all of this. Okay, so I've added a bunch of hotkeys, but right now I actually wanted to show you some other functions here, not here. and this model configuration. All of these things are like the default tracking things. Like when you open your eyes, it makes the eyes open. Eyeball X makes the eyeball look left and right. But you can tinker with these if you want. So like right now his eyes are like pretty wide open. So let's go to eye open left, and we have the here's the input. Closed is the 0, and then 1 is open. I have it set to 1.9 right now, but I can set it to just 1. And then it kind of keeps his eye, like it's kind of half-lidded, but it still blinks. And then if I open my eyes really wide, it opens it up a little bit more. You can probably set it to 1.5. Well, let's do 1.3. That way, you can tinker with this because, you know, by default, we have his eyes rigged pretty open. Let's see, eye open right. But we can set this to 1.3. That way his eyes look a little more tired. But then when you raise your eyebrows, they open up a little bit more. So I have them set to this right now. But I'm also going to create a custom one. This is going to be, let's do eye widen brow Y. So when the brows are raised, we're going to do brow left Y. Y is this movement up and down. I want to output the, let's do the I form surprise. That way, as I raise my brow, it widens his eyes. We can even set 1.5. And you could also set this to any other thing. Like we could do the shocked eyeballs instead. So like when your eyebrows are raised. I would have to change the parameter of this. But then like as you're making expressions, this would get really distracting. So I wouldn't recommend using that one. But I mean, you could set the blush to it. So like when you raise your eyebrows, you know, he blushes more. Or you could do ear movement. Let's do ear pose actually. Let's do input 1 and out. And we'll do, let's set this to 0.5. No, we'll set this to 1. No, 0. Point. So as your eyebrows are raising, it moves the ears. Let's do 0.9. Let's do 0.2. So that's a fun thing you can do. So actually, I'm going to name this brow Y ear pose. And I'll leave this one in here. You're welcome to tinker with it. But yeah, feel free to just explore. I'm going to create, okay, I have a folder for custom ones. I'm going to put this custom one in here. So you can see, okay, I want the default ones, or if you just want to see only the custom ones that we've made, it will show you that list. You could also link the this to like eye blink instead of eyebrow. So if you wanted to do IL open or IR open, you know, the ears will kind of twitch with each blink. So it all just comes down to like what you want to do. I can also tinker with physics if you wanted to mess with physics on these. But yeah, and also now let me show you the animations that we have. So in the animations folder, I have added 3 different pet animations, head pats. So we have this one, which is like the standard head pats. This one where the ears go down. And then this one I thought would be fun if you wanted people to redeem head pats, but they pet like really vigorously, like insane levels of head pats that are uncomfortable, like oh god. So that's a thing you can have as well. That's an animation that exists now. I've also gone a little crazy and I've added some extra expressions like the shocked eyes. No. Where are they? These. And then the angry expression I added like that little angry vein. But yeah, I think that's mostly everything for now. Um, I think I have a few more things to tinker with, but then I'll be sending him your way. Yep, that's all I got for now.